All right, everybody, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. Kevin Lindsay here, getting things set up on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. It is Friday. It is time to play the daily contest, our Freaky Friday, the Superscore 2010. Now, before I get started, I do have to throw out a disclaimer that unfortunately had a slight technical issue earlier where a hole from Beals Creek got put into the contest. We made change to prevent that from happening in the future, accidentally changed today. So if you are not seeing the same exact conditions that I am playing right now, make sure that you finish out your game, quit, reboot the machine, and you will make sure that you have the latest and greatest conditions with the appropriate holes. So really apologize for the technical glitch, but we should be good to go now. As I start off with an awful shot. But this is Superscore 2010, so you're looking at Monument Valley, Great Wall, Southern Oaks, Bella Toscana, and Tahiti Cove. So, don't know if you've ever played those courses before. I'm sure you've at least seen some of them throughout our daily contest, Monday Mix-Up, Freaky Friday streams. But these are some of the tougher courses in Golden Tee Live history. 2010, Jim Zielinski and team decided they wanted to challenge everybody. And so we have chosen some of the best holes from these 5 courses from 2010. And I think we've got a really good set here. We've got some par 5s, some drivable par 4s. We're all over the place, but the scoring is just going to be the usual. It's going to be Superscore. That's the name of the game. That's what we're trying to do here. We are trying to get you guys in the 30s, if not the 40s, with some of the scores you're going to put up throughout the day here. Taking a look at Bella Toscana, number 5. A tricky little par 5, but sets up pretty well here tonight. $4,200 prize pool, $381 top prize, and some change. And as always with the daily contest, we pay 300 spots deep, so don't worry if you're shooting shots like this and then you follow it up with a shot like that. Whoops. But the nice thing about daily contests, you'll hear me say this time and time and again with every daily contest video we do, same course for 24 hours up until 1 o'clock, so you have up until 1 a.m. Central to get in your games for today's contest. Wow, if there was, yes. Well, definitely not in the scope of, man, that's hilarious. I don't think I've ever had an ultra shot. I'm tempted, I'm torn. I really would love to, well, we're not sending it to YouTube now. It took too long. But if you're going to par a hole after a terrible tee shot, that's the way to do it, I guess. But you have until 1 a.m. Central Standard Time to get out there and play as many games as you want. Your best score will count towards that 300, or get you potentially part of that $300 or 300 spot prize pool. You can go to your GT Caddy mobile app on your Android or Apple devices. Check out your current standings. We have Evan Gossett with a 39 under, Andy Haas, Jeff Lannon with a 38, a few 37s, and then a few 36s. So I believe I was told par is 35, so I'm going to trust most of those people that were telling me that. Jeff S. from YouTube, Chris Cran, and Chris P, because I'm not even going to try to say your last name. Thank you guys for joining, as well as Peter Butler, Mike Arrington, Shane, Michael, the rest of you. Thank you guys for joining, as always. Appreciate you. Not a good start here to to Freaky Friday, but hopefully for those of you that are just joining in now, you are catching the tail end of what ended up being an ultra shot on a par 5, but don't worry, it was only for par. So, incredible shot. Didn't send it to YouTube because I didn't feel like it was appropriate. But if you're going to par, that's a way to make a statement. It's to par with a an ultra shot dunk right into the cup with a driver. be sure around, what is it, 5:40 almost Central Time right now. Danny Boy Part is 35 across the board. But I would say around 6 o'clock today, make sure that you are following Facebook or following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Golden Tee. We're going to have another GT Freebie Friday giveaway. We've got a lot of stuff. We're moving soon, so I'm doing my due diligence before Adam Kramer and Don Pescioni wring me by the neck, and we're clearing out some of our old fun stuff that have just been hanging around here for a moment like this. So not only is it going to be something like a GT30 lighted marquee, we're going to add a bunch more stuff to it. So make sure that you are following us on those social medias. Make sure when the post gets up there that you share it, comment on it, tag your friends, like it, whatever you need to do. But that is how we choose our winners. Like I said, this is going to be a nice box of stuff. So you definitely do not want to miss this one. And of course, as always, on Monday, we will randomly pick our winners from our winner from our fans on Facebook, YouTube, or excuse me, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now I'm going to try something here I don't normally try, which is a 5 hybrid from the fairway. Didn't really work out too well, so we are not even going to try to chip again. Tahiti Cove number 12. Difficult, well, not an extremely difficult look here, but this hole on Tahiti was always a tough one. I know in some of the Throwback Thursdays and Monday mix-up, we've had some pretty good shots on these holes, but you really just have to avoid the trees, which I did not avoid the trees, so we are going to lose a ball to lava. And this is where we appreciate the 5 hybrid and actually still being able to chip even when you're having a tough day. I guess as my t-shirt says, Hakuna Matata, because it means no worries. 13 after 9, a few mistakes on the front, but nothing we can't recover on the back. We'll probably try to play at least one more, if not 2 more games before we get out of here for Friday.
Back to the talented golfer 1.
The nice thing about Southern Oaks, which is probably widely regarded as one of the most difficult, or probably if not the most difficult courses in Golden Tee Live history, might be a little bit different now that there's clubs and, or excuse me, high tees and low tees. Makes it a little bit easier, but definitely still tough nonetheless. But kudos to Adam Kramer for putting together a strong set of holes from Golden Tee Live 2010 that are difficult, but not completely unattainable for a Freaky Friday and that Superscore theme we're going with. If you have not been with us Wednesday or Thursday, well, I'll try to do my best to forgive you, but I know we're all busy. We've got a lot of stuff going on. If you have not done so already and you're watching us on Facebook, I want you to go to Golden Tee's Facebook page. And this is if you're on iOS. Should be similar to Android, but sorry guys, I'm an Apple guy. But make sure that you are following us, not only that you like the page, but you're also set up to get notifications when we go live, when we post the course trailers, stuff that we did earlier. All 5 course trailers now available on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere you get your daily Golden Tee fix in, we have those trailers up there. But when you're on the Facebook page, and it's a little different for me because I am an administrator on there, of course, but it's going to say an option that says see first, or choose when you see, let's see, I'll just pull it up right here because, so it's going to say following, and then when you like a page, it's going to default to just see us whenever we fit in your feed. But especially with all the 2020 content coming up, make sure that you choose to see Golden Tee's Facebook page notifications first. So anytime we go live, they're going to pop up. You're going to get those notifications right there for you. Anytime we do giveaways, you're going to see those posts first. Please go in the hole. I would appreciate it. Take the eagle putt in. Alright, sorry. People are messaging me. Want to make sure I get back to them. But if you're not subscribed on YouTube or not following us on Twitch, make sure you're doing that as well. Hole 14, Tahiti Cove, number 13. A little bit of a tricky setup here today. Nothing we can't figure out though. I am gonna hit a high 10.5 degree driver. Hope for the best. Oh, there we go. It wouldn't be a live stream if I did not hit an invisible leaf. Dan Nugent, I hope you're watching somewhere because I'll definitely be sending that to you, my friend. Alright, so don't go that way because you might hit an invisible leaf. So we'll have to figure out for game 2 what the best way to approach number 14 is. This was one of the holes that got a little bit easier with gold tees, but not necessarily every single time. So what we'll most likely do is end up taking a 3-wood or a driver from the left-hand side. I wanted to try something different. It didn't work, so we will we'll get it corrected there. But look at that. When you can somehow chip in, sometimes it works. Todd, thank you for joining. Hole 16 is Monument Valley, number 18. Difficult hole 18 for back in the day. Really, the elevation change is just going to be the difference maker here. So you're going to have to play that very carefully, but now that you have a pin that's tucked in the bottom left, makes it a little bit easier, he says, as he hopes he gets a nice bounce. Alright, that's not ideal, but dropped in the cup, so I guess that is all that matters. Another hole that's pretty difficult here. This one, especially because it's the first game, we're just going to throw a driver out here, see what happens, and then adjust for the second game. Look at that. Not sure how that worked. Really wish I didn't put backspin on it, but we're at least going to jam a 5 hybrid straight to try to get the eagle in. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I will take it. And then, of course, there's no other better way to end with the Superscore 2010 than the Great Wall 18. We're just going to say, what the heck, and we're going to go for the hole-in-one because this game's been all over the place. Hey, it was close, but we're putting in for eagle, so that's all that matters. So 28 under for the first game, not bad. 60,000 shot points, 51,000 of which came on an ultra shot par from hole number 3. So a few mistakes in the road there, but we got time for at least one more, if not 2. And then for all of you just joining us now, doing a very large GT Freebie Friday today. We're cleaning house up before we get ready to move in a few months here. So I'm doing my due diligence, my part to get rid of some of our stuff that's been hanging around for a while, some of our fun and exciting, cool Golden Tee memorabilia. So make sure, I would say probably about 6:15 or so. It's 5:45 already, Chicago time. Say by 6:15, 6:30, you should see a post on Golden Tee's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Golden Tee. Make sure that you like, comment, share that, tag your friends in it. Everything that you do will get you a chance to be randomly selected on Monday to be the winner of that package. We're going to pull 3 winners, one from Facebook, one from Instagram, one from Twitter, and then, of course, we're going to pick one randomly out of those 3 with our little generator because of how big this package is and everything that's in it. Look at that. It's going to be a long putt for Eagle here, but I want to try something different. And that's a nice thing, the fun thing about some of these setups from the 2010 courses is that the greens and the fairways, or, you know, what do we call it? The first cut, some of these sections are so huge that it really changes up the way that you can approach these shots. This hole is one of those that does not change. I hit the 5-wood, which was a bad choice of club the first game. This is how I hit an ultra shot for par. Thankfully, we are now going to at least try to get double eagle and then make our putt in for eagle after that. Oh, that was close. Not an ultra shot, but still keeping on par pace, which, like we talked to earlier, I mentioned from a few players throughout the afternoon and the morning, par is 35 under, so as long as you are clean through all 18 holes, you should have no problem with 35. Now, of course, what is it, hole 14 and hole 15 we had some trouble with, so we will adjust our shots for game 2, and hopefully you guys, once you get out to your location with your buddies, your girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whoever you guys play Golden Tee with, or maybe you're just hanging out, relaxing from the Friday, the long work week. Regardless of who you're out playing Golden Tee with, make sure that you come back to Golden Tee's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Watch the archive video of the stream. It's going to be a really good teaching tool for you. You're either going to see some good shots that you want to replicate, or you're going to see a few bad ones that you know not to hit the same way I did. But those videos it's been a long Friday. Auto archive as soon as the stream is over with, so whenever you get out to your local watering hole, Buffalo Wild Wings, VFW, wherever you play Golden Tee, once you get out there, you should be able to find those videos, no problem. You guys have any questions about certain holes, feel free to send us a message on Golden Tee social media. Most of you already have access to my Facebook as well, so if you're connected with me there or on Golden Tee Fan, feel free to shoot me a message. We'll see if we can help you out with any of the tougher setups. But hopefully, so far so good. Clean after 6 here. Monument Valley, beautiful course, except when you hit some of those rocks. The bounces are very unforgiving. So hopefully we continue down the path of not screwing that up this game. Now I'm going to replay this hole, or excuse me, replay this shot. I probably should have hit that harder, but I hit the 10.5 degree driver because it gets much more loft than the 8.5 or 9.5 degree. And I did a full A1, so I pulled back to the A, hit out to the 1 because you want to avoid those trees, you want to avoid the hill. I should be okay with this shot. It's going to be, well, it ended up a lot easier than I expected. So not really a full that you saw me hit in yesterday's Throwback Thursday Daily Contest, but that wind's blowing out to the right, so you're just playing against it. You pull back to in between the BC, you hit it straight, avoid the trees, and the wind kind of plays into that little hook or the curve you've got on the ball. Hole 8, this is Great Wall number 6. Was hoping for a little bit of a closer look to potentially be drivable. You might be able to get pretty close with streaks. I've actually, even though I'm using grabber golf balls, Didn't have too hard of a time getting within chipping distance. Didn't hit it as hard this time, so we're not going to get that eagle chip in.
Doesn't look to you, Peter.
But we'll take the birdie putt in without a problem.
On tee now. Golf for one.
Now this hole, number 9, is definitely one that I knew that we might potentially have trouble with. So I'm going to lay up a little bit farther away. Going to have to hit that driver pretty hard to get it on the fairway. But now I'm only worrying about the trees that are closer to the green. I'm not worried about 2 different sets of them. And actually, with that 10-mile-an-hour wind, that does end up coming in pretty sweet. Help you get around those trees.
Golf for one.
So, threw in non-drivable par 4 for you there because the setup wasn't there. But 17 under through 9, that is clean so far.
He's got the eagle. Tee shot of golf for one.
So let's hope when we review this game in about 5 or 10 minutes, and we're looking at the back 9 scorecard, we can say, wow, that was great. We did a good job. We stayed clean. We did not make any mistakes. Now, again, these are some of the hardest courses in Golden Tee history. Jim Zielinski and the team, throughout the challenge back in 2010, 2009, 2010, whatever you want to call it. But the holes that Adam Kramer chose for today's Superscore, they ring true. They're super scoreable. They're going to be tough, challenging holes, but not anything that's impossible. This one's a pretty unique one. Just take a 3 hybrid with roll, get it underneath that rock, and then you can take, I believe, a 3-wood is what we hit before. Pretty smooth. You just got to go out to the left to avoid the rock, and just like that, that actually might be some great shot points. Yes. So need those great shot points since we didn't have an ultra shot dunk for par this time. But 12,000 great shot points, not bad at all. Hole 12, nice thing about this course, now that we're playing it years later, is that you can just take an 8-wood, go right over the house. Prefer to putt in for eagle, but chipping in is also acceptable.
Ready at the tee. It's golf for one.
Number 13, the Great Wall. Number 14, even though this pin is tucked pretty close to the edge, it's probably one of the nicer setups that at least I've personally seen on this hole.
This is beyond belief.
Nice little putt from the fringe. Why are we so far behind here? Holy moly.
Golf for one. Ready to hit.
Really quickly want to do a check-in on the scores. So Evan Gossett still in first with 39 under. Andy Haas, Jeff Lannon with 38s, 3 38-7s, and then a handful, a chunk of 36s. So that is what they're going to call, what the pro guys call a one-better. So they are 1 stroke above par or below par, depending on how you want to look at it. So par is 35. These guys have holed out or chipped in for eagle somewhere or double eagle, got that extra stroke. Hole 14, which is normally Tahiti 13. We tried doing a 10.5 degree driver high tee around these trees. Got hit with a leaf that didn't belong, so we're going to have to change up our strategy for this one. We are just going to go ahead and do a low tee driver with bite. You want to get around those trees. Oh, lovely, lovely bounce. Shout out to that hill. We'll replay that one just because I didn't think it was going to go as well as it planned. So use that big hill to your advantage. Low tee driver, whether you use the 8.5 degree or the 9.5 degree, kicks the bottom up, or hits the bottom of that, kicks up, and just like that, we go from a bogey putt to an eagle putt And now we're back on track. We're still on par pace. Not sure why, but Facebook Mobile, for some reason, is showing me previous game. Although I know we are up to date. So, hole 15, Southern Oaks 14. Just use that high T6 wood, gets right on over those trees. I use backspin because it's just a force of habit. You could probably go with no spin or maybe bite. And I should have saw that coming. Alright, so now we are now we're one off par. Hole number 16, Monument Valley 18. You just want to hit a big A1 out there. Get as far as you can on that fairway because you're going to need it. One of the tougher 18th holes in history. But we have a nice 5 wood here. It's up 10 with a 9-mile-an-hour wind blowing the left, so we're just going to hit that a little soft. Probably too far out to the right, maybe not. But that bite with the grabber, just a soft little trickle back. And just like that, nice little eagle putt for 30 under. We got 2 holes left to go, so I'm not going to hold my breath. But the hope is that we can get eagles on both of these holes. Walk away happy as we get ready for Friday night. Now, the nice thing is, these trees are pretty thin, so like I just did, you can hit them. I use the 10.5 degree driver, so I'm coming down at an angle more. Hits the trees, clears them, but now gives you a wide open shot. Look at that. The game did not even change the camera angle because I'm straight on there. Now, it is a right 10 green with a 13-mile-an-hour wind to the right, so you're going to have to make sure that you play it out to the left. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Probably a little too hot, unless we ultra shot it. Oh, come on. that hurt because I saw the exact pixel where that dropped. Ugh, that's a heartbreaker. That would have been pretty sweet. Now, didn't I kind of pushed my 5 hybrid off a little bit with my fingers, so I hit it a little bit to the left, which is why I wasn't able to jam that thing straight like normal. I'm still upset that did not ultra shot because that would have been fun. I need the 3rd day in a row of having a really good shot. All right, hole 18, Great Wall 18. No better hole from the Superscore 2010 to end with. Up 11 green, left 5, 14-mile-an-hour wind. We're going to take our 10.5 degree driver and just park it up there pretty high. Let that green slope play it back. Now, if you get... obviously, the ultimate goal here would be to get a hole-in-one, but you got to be careful because if you hit that ball too short, which is why I carried the green almost on that one, if you hit it too soft, you're dropping off into the water, and then you're setting yourself up for par, if not something worse. So, 33 under for game 2. We're going to make this one a quick one today. Got a bit more to get done here in the lounge before we take off for the weekend. So, see you guys on Monday, hopefully, for Mix Up Monday. I believe we have Mystic Hills all mixed up. So our 2018 Golden Tee 4 Remaster course. Going to throw that one back on the rotation for Monday Mix Up. $4,200 in today's Freaky Friday prize pool. $381 top prize. You've got, I'm not good at math, so we're not even going to try it. 7 hours left to go, almost on the dot, until 1 a.m. Central Daylight Savings Time to get out there, play as many games as you want. Hopefully you can use this video as a good reference teaching tool. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message at Golden Tee or on Golden Tee Fan. Tag me, Kevin M. Lindsay. So, for the Golden Tee Lounge, have a safe, fun, Golden Tee filled weekend. We'll catch you next time.